Vishnu and Samir for having me here to have this interaction on upcoming LDF India, an international expo focusing exclusively on allied sectors of agriculture, dairying, fisheries, and animal husbandry. All of us know that it's a huge, spectrum of, animal husbandry means how many? Poultry is there, sheep is there, piggery is there, duckery is there. So much, a vast, kind of spectrum. Similarly, in fisheries, capture fisheries, culture fisheries, then marine sector, inland sector, freshwater fish, marine fish, shrimp, and unlimited, starting from oysters, pearl culture, everything falls under fisheries. So, what I'm trying to say is, it's huge. Though most of the times agriculture, dominates other three major segments. Now this is growing because with the standard of living getting improved, with everybody, even starting from lower strata of the society, the consumption of the meat has gone up in whatever form it is, based on their preferences. It might vastly vary from state to state, and within the state again district to district, depending on where they are located, who are residing there, what kind of population is residing there, and based on the requirement, the production and the demand, the gap in entire country, this flow of these products happens. And as you are aware, we are number one as far as the livestock population is concerned, India. Recently, G20 on agri and allied sectors has happened here, the ministers meet. So, Hyderabad was not picked up just like that, because it has that base from agriculture, from animal husbandry, from dairying, fisheries, especially if you combine both Telangana and Andhra Pradesh, this region is very strong. In fact, Andhra Pradesh and Telangana put together, they produce almost 1/3 of total egg production. These two states combinedly, they contribute. And fish production, you are aware. Fish production again, Andhra and Telangana, if you combine, without combining also Andhra tops, but if you combine, it is still bigger. And from here, fish flows to western India, eastern India, northeast. Wherever you go, you will find. And the dairying also, this region is not lagging behind, but it's not going to be confined to this region only. But I'm just trying to say that there is a strong base to organize this particular event here. And it's not confined to the country also, because technology doesn't have boundaries. Technology continuously, it gets exchanged. Somebody might develop in Europe and it comes here. Somebody might develop in US, it comes here. It has to happen for the sake of mankind. And dairy also, we are world's largest producer of milk, but we consume entirely, so we don't export much. Even eggs, we don't export much because we consume it mostly within the country, and we should feel happy about that. Sometimes exports alone doesn't indicate, the growth of that segment, that people are now consuming, they're becoming health conscious, they're able to afford to eat, the non-vegetarian diet. So these are the things, if you look at the whole perspective, exports is just one part of it. Even for domestic consumption, it's not just quantity, quality is equally important. I mean, general perception is that only those goods which are supposed to be exported should be high quality, otherwise they would be rejected. Because they have to meet with the international standards, that are required. Otherwise, the consignment will be discarded. But within the country, something else happens. But now the quality consciousness is growing. So here it's important to focus on post-harvest technologies. Could be reprocessing or processing, later even packaging, labeling, branding, labeling, and then, marketing. All segments, how to capture the markets. Already we have several successful examples, but how we can take it further and more effectively. That is the question here. And now, why Hyderabad as a venue for holding, organizing exhibitions is important. Already Shrikant ji has mentioned, it's an import because we have a strong base as I was agriculture and allied sectors for that, and it's like a location where north meets south, so it has that advantage. So it's easily accessible, it's well connected by all means of transportation, it has good weather, it has good infrastructure, it has other strong ways, like academic research pool, and the knowledge pool we have here, and people are very advanced in investing or bringing the technologies here. In fact, most of the technologies transfer might have and has had happened without any government's intervention. People are enterprising, so they take risks, they invest, and they bring the technologies, they build the infrastructure, and they showcase these technologies to entire country, then others come and learn. So that is the biggest advantage, of having this as venue. And the Hitex, again, it's a very very effective location to venue to hold any conference. Recently I attended G20 also, name whole complex. Yes. The Novotel and the Hitex and all, it's a blessing to Hyderabad city, I can say, the conferencing venue. One of the best, if you can count, those in the world, not just in the country. And Aqua, Mr. Venu and Samir, I have been associated with them for a long time, since 2018, I can, if I have to be precise, when we organized Aqua Expo, first Aqua Expo in the country, solely focusing on aquaculture segment. That was held in Hyderabad in 2018. At that point of time, I was Commissioner Fisheries Telangana. What was the thinking, because the state was already bifurcated? What is there to talk about fisheries in Telangana? That kind of thing was there initial days, May. But later, when the irrigation sources were developed, all these irrigation projects came into they were commissioned by that time, and the canal network and all the balancing reservoirs, everywhere water. So wherever water is there, you will have that fisheries also, you will be inviting that sector also in. Earlier it was confined only to capture fisheries in reservoirs, panchayat tanks and all that. Now aquaculture also had to be picked up because too much of water is there, you can't keep on growing paddy, you have to diversify. And fisheries aquaculture, any day it gives more income than any agricultural crop if well managed and well invested. So the first one happened here and on a large scale. It was not like a small event, and we directly associated with them. It's not like just sponsoring a bit and all. We were organizers in collaboration with them, and it was a huge success. Yes. Later, one more Aqua Expo they organized. By that time, I stepped out. I was still there. I was still there, but we supported.
The government is not there, election.
Yes, election. We supported them. Then COVID, then some more event. Then I went to NFDB as chief executive, and they organized in Bhimavaram, Andhra Pradesh, which is the hub of aquaculture actually. And all the events we have been watching and we have been supporting, either in direct collaboration or indirectly supporting, and they have been very sincere in their efforts. And what the best thing that happened in the whole process was building networks, bringing the like-minded people together, like manufacturers of tools, equipment, then feed manufacturers, and then different kinds of technologies that have been coming up in aquaculture from other countries and other states. And because always experimentation keeps on happening, even within the country also, even the entrepreneurs, farmers themselves might be experimenting. They display their experiences, they share their experiences. Knowledge sharing is part of the expo here also. It's not just exhibiting the things. So I found that to be very, very useful. For the first time, we exposed our fish farmers or even the fishermen. Why can't fishermen start their own ventures? Why should we be depending only on the capture fisheries, harvesting and selling? Many people have started going for aquaculture. Oh, they have land, they have water. Now they're confident. Then after fish is produced, what next? Now every water body has plenty of fish, and every aquaculture also is going up. Production is happening. So we are from here, it goes toward east mostly. Maximum goes toward east because Odisha, West Bengal, Northeast, Assam, they are all high fish consuming states compared to others. Kerala, down south, Kerala, they consume their per capita consumption is very high. So it goes, and then, but sometimes the fluctuations will be there. So what should we do? Value addition should be there, pre-processing should be there, processing should be there. Similar thing should happen in case of other meat, other types of meat also. Could be chicken, could be other kinds of. We have sheep and mutton and chicken mostly here, but elsewhere, other kinds of meat also there is demand. So everywhere, it is true in case of agriculture crops also. Excess production is there. That time demand is less. You have to throw out the produce, or you have to sell at distress, price. So to avoid all that, and to have a even distribution which can be stored in the shelves for a while, and then it can be, and then beyond domestic consumption, exporting. We know foreign exchange matter. It does matter, and in fact, unfortunately or fortunately, I can't say, a sector's prominence, is looked at by seeing like how much foreign exchange that sector is earning for the country. Now fisheries gained importance because thanks to shrimp, Vename shrimp production and all, we are second largest shrimp exporter in the world. Till recently we were number one, but now Ecuador has taken over. Why? How Ecuador has taken over? Technology, scientific way of farming. So post harvesting focus will be there definitely, but it will also be linked to backward linkages, I am sure, and the knowledge interaction over knowledge forum and forums will definitely help spread this kind of information and message. And I am sure this is going to be uh, really eventful, in the sense effective rather, because this kind of event should keep on happening. Me sitting at the helm of affairs at NFTB, I could see like entire country mein how things are happening. So many expos, so many exhibitions, so many kinds of displays of technologies, and maybe small or medium size or big, in a very professional way, or in a very like an academic institution organizes. It won't be so professional, but still it helps because they get the farmers and they expose them to the technologies. They'll have interaction and all that. So I found that it's happening everywhere, but this is a very, very professionally, this is going to be a very professionally organized event, because I have seen Aqua X. I have full confidence in the organizers. Now Hitex group has taken it over. I am really happy because it has all the facilities, and today also something is happening. It's never quiet, I guess. And it has to be like this. And it is one of the best convention complexes, I can say. And yes, first, yes, and we have to make use of this facility, and we have to more, and we have, you see, when you organize an expo, you will attract people from all over the country. It impacts so many other things, it doesn't confine to only this exhibition. They bring so much, not just to take something from here. So everybody can gain out of it. I am sure this is going to be a success, good success, I can say. And I am sure people, not people from Hyderabad, not people from Telangana or Andhra Pradesh, across the country should be coming here and interact with the entrepreneurs here, and they should exchange information, they should exchange contacts, and that's how networks can be developed. So I wish the organizers all the best, and everybody, we have to see. Yes, you are right, I was expecting this question also, because this is basically animal meat and all. This is still in nascent stage. Yes, they are developing, they have developed, and recently even KTR Garu mentioned last Telangana food conclave mein, he tasted, when he visited US, he tasted that lab meat, and it did not taste different from what we, but still it will have its market and this will have its market. So I don't think this will be that adversely impacted. Yes, somebody who doesn't want to taste animal based meat but still they want to get that protein, maybe that can. But when this is available, any non-vegetarian would prefer to have this.